I made this plain bubu with just 1 yard of fabric. Then I transform it into this very cute bubu. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new to this channel, you're highly welcome. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this bubu and how to design it to look this beautiful. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please like this video, drop a lovely comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and community, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the tutorial. So guys, for this tutorial you need just two major things. You need this mikado fabric. So this mikado fabric that I used was just 1 yard, and you can use any color of your choice. Yes, you can use any color of your choice. So let me actually measure it. I have about 38 inches here, but because it was not cut straight, so I still have to trim it. So I'll trim it and it will be 36 inches. So the next thing here is this velvet trimmings, and this is very tiny. If you look at this velvet trimming, it is very tiny, and I bought about 3 yards of this. You can buy more if you want the bow to be fuller, but it must not be too full for the bobo to be very beautiful. So now this is my fabric, and I will fold it like this. As you can see the way I'm folding it, so I will fold it like this and make sure every side is equal. Then I'll go ahead and iron this down so that it can lay flat. So after ironing, I'll go ahead and roll a straight line at the top. So my material is not straight at all, so I'll just roll a line here just to straighten this edge. So that will be my starting point. Then I will measure the length. So because I'm working with 36 inches, so I'll measure 36 inches here. So in case you want your gown to be longer than my own, you can use 1.5 yards, or you can buy one trouser. If you can get one trouser, then you determine the length. So if you are working with, let's say, a trouser yard of your fabric, you can measure your desired length. And if you want this to be even shorter, maybe you want 34 inches, you can measure what you have there. But I'm working with 36 inches, so this is where 36 inches is getting to. So I will trim all these parts away, so because the fabric is not straight. So at the top here, the next thing I will do is to measure my shoulder divided by 2. Then the remaining part I have here will be for the folding at this side. So whatsoever you have there will be the folding, because you can actually extend the fabric at this point. So the next thing I will do is to go down by 1.5 inches. So you go down by 1.5 inches, then you rule a line like this. So after that, it is time to measure our sleeve opening. So depending on how wide you want your sleeve to be, my actual round measurement at this point is about 11 inches, but I want mine to be about 14 inches. I want it to be wide, so I'll be using 14 inches, and 14 inches divided by 2, that's 7. So I'll be joining the top with ½ inch and the other side with 1.5. So I'll add the 1.5 to the 7 inches, so I'll measure 8.5 at this point. Then I just ruled a short line there. So now I will locate my bust length. So this is my bust length. I will locate my half length. My half length is 15.5. I will locate it. Then I will locate my hip length also. So my hip length is about 8 inches below my half length. So I will locate that right there. Then I will draw a faint line, because I'm working with a white fabric. I don't want to stain this fabric too much, so you may not be able to see all these lines. So I'm just reading a very faint line. So the next thing I'll do is to measure my bust divided by 4. Then I'm just adding excess of 2 inches and sewing allowance of 1 inches, that's 3 inches. Ease allowance 2 inches and excess like sewing allowance 1 inch. So now at the waist area also, I'll measure the same 3 inches I added, that is 2 inches ease allowance, 1 inches sewing allowance. But because my waist is small, so I'll be adding extra 1 inch again at the waist area. So if I was to reduce the initial line, it will be too curvy, so that's why I added the 1 inch. Sure you get. So if yours like is not curvy at that part, you can just leave the 1 inch. So at the hip area also, I measure my hip divided by 4, then I added the 3 inches. Please, the 3 inches is 2 inches is allowance and 1 inch sewing 1 inch sewing allowance. So what I have here, I'll also measure it at the end over here. So I have 12 there, so I'll measure the same 12, then I'll just connect it straight down like this. So at this part here, I'll just blend it in like this so that it won't be too sharp. So I'll blend it in like this, and this is what I have right now. So the next thing I will do now is just to cut this out. So after cutting, it's time to cut our neckline. So I'll be using a neckline of 3 by 1.5 for the back. So I'll be cutting the back first. So I'm using 3 by 1.5 for the neckline. So I'll cut the back first, then I will remove one of these because this is cut on fold. I'll remove one of it, then I will cut the front neckline. So the front neckline is dependent on you. You can use a V neckline or you can use a U neckline, but you have to use a V neckline so that the neckline can be wide. Sure you get, because there's no zipper at the back. So I'm using 7 inches deep for my V neckline. So I use 7 inches deep from the top there, then I will just connect the V neckline like this. So now I'll go ahead and cut this out. So this is the V neckline I'm working with. So the next thing to do now is to cut the facing for this fabric. So all the pieces I have left, I'm working with 1 yard, so I will join it together to cut the facing. So this is the back facing and this is the front facing. So the facing are actually very small. The aim is just to turn the neck, to turn this neckline. So I join this facing at the center front. If you look at it, there's a joining there. So now I'll go ahead and turn this neckline. So when I was turning this, I added hemming gum to stick these parts together, and I weave the edge of the facing. Please, Mikado fabric, the fabric will frail away if you don't weave it, like overlock the edge. So I overlocked the edge. Yeah, so I added hemming tape like in between just to make this thing stick down and make the neckline come out nice and neat. So make sure you iron properly for the V neckline to come out well. So now the neckline of the front is ready. I will also do the same thing for the back neckline. Yes, so now it's time to join them together at the shoulder area. So I will join them together at the shoulder area with just ½ inch. Then after joining them together, I will go ahead and overlock it. Please overlock the edge. It is very, very important. So after overlocking, this is what I have. The next thing is to fold this part in. So I fold it in by 3/4, 3/4. If you want your sleeve to be longer, you can just fold with ½ inch. We are managing our fabric at this point. And if you still have excess fabric, you can just add a band at the sleeve opening too. So now I'll go ahead and sew the side, and I will hem the lower part of my bubu. So the bubu is ready. So this is what the plain bubu looks like. So this is the plain bubu. So now it's time to make our bow. So this is a velvet trimming, and it is very tiny. I think it's not even up to half inch rather. So I have 3 yards here, so I'll measure 10 inches. So the bow, each bow will be 10 inches. So let me teach you how to tie the bow. So you hold it like this. See the way I'm holding it, then you just turn this part, you twist it, then you just tie it at this part. So when you tie this, it's now time to arrange to make it look very okay. So try and make it look nice. Make sure the velvet is facing the front. It has the velvet at the front, and the other side does not have velvet. So just adjust this to make it look nice. Then after adjusting, this is the first one I made. So let me still adjust this. It's not looking balanced. So this is another one, and I'll measure 10 inches. Then I'll just do the same thing. So for the tip over there, I noticed it was not equal, so I'll still trim it so that it will be equal. So you tie this also. When you are done tying, try and adjust the bow. Make sure the bow is looking nice. Twist it, turn it, just make sure it is looking nice. So this is another one. So let me do this last one, then I'll go off camera and do the rest. So this is the bow, and this is what it looks like. So make sure it is looking like a bow after you are done tying. So this is what my bow looks like. So I'll go ahead and cut the remaining and make the bow. So in total I have about 10, I have 10 bows here, and this is my boo. So I'll just arrange this 10 on it. So make sure you arrange this properly and make sure it is looking nice. So just arrange it. So in case you want to use more, just use, maybe you can use about 12 or 15, but don't make it too much. If it is too much, it won't be fine. So just make it scanty and arrange them nicely. So to fix this, you can either fix it with a needle and thread, or you can use a gum. Even if you use a gum, you will still use a needle and thread to tack it down. So for this tutorial, I used gum to attach this to the bubble, but later on I use my needle and thread to fix this. So for the gum, I use this hot gun glue. So I just attached a little at the center, at that knot where there is knots. So you that's where you attach the glue to. So then you fix it to the position you want it to be. So make sure you add enough glue, but don't make it too much so that it is not showing. So just add enough that will allow it to stick to your fabric. Then you go ahead and you'll use your needle and thread to fix it. So after I was done, this is what the bubble looks like. So let me know what you think about this bubble. Is it nice? Is it something you will try? So let me know in the comment section. And this is what it looks like on me. It looks really, really beautiful. I don't know if it's because it is black and white. It looks so nice. You can also try this in other beautiful colors that you can combine. You can even change the trimmings color to white, use a deeper color. Sure, you get, just be creative about this. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click on the like button, drop a lovely comment for me, share this video with your friends and community, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.